I don't know. Is this clickbait this time around? I caught you with one before, Brody, so I don't want to say goodbye to you until I know for certainty that it's a so long partner. But I guess quick hits on the opposite side. Who's stepping up and dropping numbers for the side of Unmythic Dream?
Wait a Shishi, go.
All right. Okay. You heard it right here. Shisu he loves himself a good route ton. We'll have to see if he can find him here.
Well, let's see. We're into it now as TLE looking to defend their winners bracket advantage that they do have. They're currently up 1-0 in this series, in this best out of 7. The advantage they're taking, will they need it though? Probably that's kind of what I'm curious about. It's coming into it. Yes, okay, UMD have had their start. They've had their day already. They found themselves in this grand final. Is that advantage going to help them, though? TLE shutting it down here in map number 1 would be a big statement, and I think would probably lead to the conclusion that we're all kind of coming to, in the sense that we think they should be able to take this one away.
We'll have to see. Starting off on the favorite side, at least trying to maintain it, are Unmythic Dream. They did a good job for being the outside looking in that matchup in the opening salvo of the APOC map 1 versus XPE, but see if they can hold things on strong. TLE are getting a lot of time off of P1, and they're quite content with this. They started off on this side of the map, and now they can start knocking down the door for P2.
Yeah, that's absolutely no problem for players and co, is it really? Nice 3-4 players dropping over towards this backside. Now TLE have got to do this the hard way. They've got some decent time off P1 though. That's not the end of the world, but as the hill will pop over towards the back ruins, it's a kill feed that looks really good for the side of UMD. Preda's just still going. 9 kills to kick things off over the first hill and some of the second, but spawns now under contention. You see one player spawning out from the side of UMD. TLE now have an opportunity. They've broken through primarily, and Mausin will find one. Preda's trying to find a way back through, but a really good job from TLE to break that.
Alzini was definitely a player to be watching out for yesterday. Unravel was dropping numbers and setting pace as well. TLE, they get the late break. Still 30 seconds left to fight over here. Death Machine now for Saucy. And yeah, at that point, you might as well just chalk it. Shisui is able to at least find 2. But the smoke grenade kind of shrouds what is supposed to be inevitable push. Pueda is able to find himself up to 3 in a row. But it's still not enough for the full-on break at the end. And once the dust finally settles, TLE are about to be at 70 points.
It's no problem for TLE whatsoever. You get some good time with P1. You don't have the rotation for P2. You come out fairly even. Not a problem at all. Rotation over towards P3. This one can be mixy. Let's see if these teams are going to try and make a break over towards the backside just to try and get the spawns for the upcoming hill. But fights ongoing. TLE just about winning out here. Operators starting to get up and running as well. And that's an important fact here as well to this point. UMD invested a little bit to try and keep a hold of the spawns over towards P2. Now TLE starting to bring in what they have as well. UMD, though, still have something to play with. They will find a way through. 35 seconds remaining here at P3. Now he's going to take himself down with a war machine in hand. That is a fumble. 30 seconds to play for here. TLE could potentially find this break.
That's a knock down the front door to be able to do it. Unmythic Dream, though, don't have the operators to be able to do it. And, well, TLE, they certainly have the presence on the map to do so. Unravel, slow start for the first 2 hills, but now he's up to 13 eliminations. Just 1 behind Saucy, up to 14. They are in towards the time. But most importantly, look at Malzine in his location on the map. He's not only anchoring out the spawns over by Useless, but he's also holding a long cross inside a chicken coop for this rotation over towards New. 90-43, and TLE are in a commanding lead.
Mausin now out with the war machine as well. UMD have a little bit to work with to try and find a break. But Mausin starting to extend here as well. He's not just happy to sit in the point and rain hellfire down. Starting to get aggressive through the middle of the map. He wants to hold them back, and look how it's stunting UMD's push. Mon can find something in the middle of the map as well, but here comes Mausin to help out. And even though he doesn't find a great deal with the war machine, it's the threat. It's the problem that you're going to have when you're pushing some of these choke points, and now you're going to try and find the push through everybody who has had the time to set up. They managed to find a way through over towards the hut on this side of the map, but Mon just about keeping them at bay. Good hold so far for TLE.
Quedez has just been an absolute demon today. 20 eliminations already through the first set of hard points, but it's still not enough to rally behind. 127 to the 45 for UMD. They really need the back scrap time, but it's just a well-tailored push coming through from TLE just to fight for the back 10 seconds because they can. And by the end of the first set of hard points, it's just under a 100-point lead On Mythic Dream, they started off on the favorite side. They were able to get the P2 side, but still unable to convert it into anything. P3, they got the break. They had the resource advantage. Still only able to muster 46 points through 4 hard points. That's not good math.
It's, well, I mean, still, it's just not necessarily been a great start for them, has it? Dakota trying to get something going. They do have the spawns again. TLE did such a good job of breaking through, but just in the context of this grand final, we said how important this first map is. UMD really do need to take it. Heading into a search and destroy, that if you lose this one, it is a must that you find it, because then you're relying on a control win having to come through. But these are all permutations that, well, still are going to develop over the course of this map. UMD doing a good job of getting some time over towards P1. That's 20 seconds soaked up, and P2 spawns TLE. Not in necessarily the best of positions right now, but still with a commanding lead.
Yeah, they sure are. UMD, I mean, look at how far focused they are for those P2 locations. They, again, give up a good chunk of time. They go 20 for 20 as far as the P1 is concerned, but here's where they need to rectify what went wrong in the first set of hardpoints. You just cannot afford to get broken within the immediate gunfights that come through here on P2. Puedes does have that Tempest ready online, finding a lot of value with it today. Already has the Predator missile to back things up as well. Noisy Shisui, if they feel the pressure, also have operators.
Yeah, they're well equipped to deal with this, but they were last time out and did not manage. Noisy, keeping them at bay as much as he can. And is there anything potentially going to come out here on the other side? TLE bringing in the claw. Noisy will find plenty though, and this is really good work from UMD. It's the kind of hold they absolutely needed. Mom will find one though, and Ravel will try to find a way through as well, as Estug will find something alongside with the claw, but Shisu here to help things out with the equalizers coming on through as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, not on the card. Will not manage to find it, but the back spawns now started coming through for the TLE with 15 seconds to go. This is not necessarily where you want to be. UMD with a wonderful hold, and a hold they absolutely needed.
They sure would love to be able to go back and try to get a little bit more time off of it, but still, you're going to have to feel content with that 30 seconds for the 20 that you gave up at the end for TLE, but it's still a pretty big lead here, Ton. Just over 60 seconds. That's a whole hard point advantage that TLE do hold over UMD currently. As we go over towards P3, lurking members. Malzine's back over towards that useless building, trying to anchor out the spawns. He's now trying to play for the trades, and he's still able to anchor out the spawns. And yeah, Unravel was able to get those close spawns. Elsewhere here for UMD, they do have presence top maps, and across this bamboo bridge, they're able to posture themselves up here with the down Apache helicopter in the hard point, but they don't have the operators.
They don't, but they did well to soak up that pressure. They had one player coming in on the pinch as well, and you do well if you're UMD. A wonderful hold. Indra finds 3 out of absolutely nothing. 25 seconds remaining here of all this good time from UMD. Got a great hold over towards P2. They're doing well here at P3. They're slaying here at P3. They're still finding themselves around 40 seconds behind. That was the insurmountable lead that TLE had set themselves up with, and they've started to find some kills themselves. They've slowed down. They cannot. UMD threatening to come back into this one, and UMD not just threatening, they've got the rotation over for the next hill. They're lighting up the kill feed. UMD finding themselves only 25 seconds away.
Give them the playbook for a P4 rotation. UMD will try to execute on it now. You got player number 1, Noisy, trying to anchor out the spawns. He's able to get the next one to spawn up with them, but where's the space being provided for UMD? And players inside a chicken coop. Got one watching the back area trying to play for the trades, and it's Noisy. He anchored out the spawns previously. He's able to find a big 2-piece. All of TLE are so focused on playing for the spawns. This is such an unanswered 20 seconds to come through from UMD, as now they just trail by 7.
And Noisy finds a big kill on them on, though. He was trying to work on something over towards the pinch, but there the kills start to come on through, and TLE will collapse to 33 seconds. Indra, though, the Predator missile will come on through. So now all of a sudden, if you're UMD, do you have enough in the arsenal to try and keep TLE off this 25 seconds? Kills start to come through in the middle of the map. Can they find a break on through? Estug finding nothing but thin air. It's another break for UMD. They could arguably take the lead heading into a second rotation. What a wonderful, wonderful group of hills from the side of UMD to give us a bit of a contest in this grand final, because if I'm honest, probably we'll be coming into this seeing TLE's lead, which they will obviously retain heading into a third rotation. But seeing how well they started, I was worried for UMD, but not if Shisu is putting numbers up like this. There's 3 in a row, 43 for the game. It is anyone's coming into the third rotation.
Oh, he's up to 43 eliminations. Shisui loves himself a good route, and he loves Apocalypse hardpoint. Puedes, he's up to 44 eliminations as well, but high value equalizer here out from Shisui. What a massive
kills
out of him. It's a lot of good presence. It set themselves up for P2 spawns yet again, but look at all the time still left on P1. You can't just anchor out the spawns and towards the back.
Oh my God.
Or over 200 points. Unravel's causing ruckus over by the gold bars, and he's done enough to flip out 2 spawns.
He done, well, brilliantly to find 2 kills. And UMD was searching for him to allow TLE just to pick up some time over towards P1. Spawn's not quite flipped yet. One player, a solitary, over towards the backside for UMD. That was Puedes. He managed to keep the spawns for his team. But the problem is, if you focus so much on the spawn, there's so much time being leaked over to TLE. They're going to be around 20 seconds away by the time we get over towards P2, and they've broken the spawns as well. This is a big moment for TLE. Can UMD hold? Right now, it's looking unlikely. Thug and Coke can manage to find a way through. It's 3 in a row from S-Thug, 4 in a row from S-Thug. And that might be the nail in the coffin for map number 1.
Predator missile gets called in. Hardpoint finally gets popped. Death Machine, Tempest, all underneath.
Oh, God.
Wings for TLE, and Unravel is just letting them have it. 43 eliminations, combined 90, almost 100 between Shisui and Puedes. It's not enough as Mon is just running them over inside of P4. He will be traded, but the victory lap was on yesterday. TLE of a 100-point lead will secure map 1.
Incredible rotation ocean for another day. Standoff, Search and Destroy.
Have that conversation.
Coming up. Map number 2 here in this grand final. 2-0 lead though for TLE. Commanding spot heading into the search.
Oh my God. That'd be an entire like breakdown of a show, like turning British idioms, Americanizing them.
Oh God, I'd never work again. Never work again.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't do it live. We'd do it live behind closed doors with some whiskey in hand. Here we go. First round to start things off. UMD for offense, and yeah, it's Standoff Search. We've been watching it for years since BO2, man. You get that cube set up, trying to get that A execute. Bomb should be planted here. It's immediately covered.
Now what's the retake here for TLE? Trophy's down, waiting for the flank, and S-Thug will read it. That's very patient play. So UMD lose one of their star men in Puedes. And is the net maybe starting to tighten? If you're TLE, you have to make a move soon. 23 seconds.
Gotta try to make a move past this square.
Oh my word, they
still
picked
gonna
them
be set up, yeah. I mean, it's all just isolation on where the players are located at, right? You still have the numbers, and you still know where the players might be lurking at. Players inside the cube. The second that you see the bombs being planted, you're gonna get past the statue side, and once you get past L, you know that they're going to be playing on that Bakery Hay Bell head glitch. That's exactly where the bombs are going to be planted for, off of the cross and the execute. Nobody was top Bakery to watch that cross here on the main street with the cameras picking things up. And without that cross being watched, yeah, it's way too easy for a retake.
And it's even just that first kill on the Puedes, right? Where he's just very patiently trying to make the pick over towards the flank, but doesn't get it done. Mausen will be the one to open things up, and oh my word, TLE. Looking like champions elect right now here in the search. It's a 3 versus 1. Shisu needs to pull it out of the bag.
Try their best.
Smoke out.
The timing may not be favorable. Nade's going to be thrown right over the top, and even before that, the smoke grenade was thrown out. So you know exactly where Shisui's going to be located at, and the comm comes through for S-Thug. Hold your ground here, young man. Shisui should be long wrapping. Oh, he saw his barrel. Did he? The time the PKM's gonna get the kill, but I could have sworn he saw the barrel. If not, definitely heard the slide, but things looking a little bit too easy here in the early days for TLE on the Standoff map too.
I mean, they just pushed and pulled to perfection, haven't they, over these last 2 rounds? I just love that round 1 from them. It was so patient. There was no panic. Okay, you want to plant over towards A, that's absolutely fine. Just the reads, the lines, the picks they were able to find. UMD maybe need to set up a little less passively and more or less expand their setups, but irrelevant of that, we are 2 rounds later. TLE still 2 to the good though, 1.5 to go.
Get nerdy out here from On. Trying to see if he can pull maybe some aim assist or see the nameplate potentially. Indra's pretty aware of it though on the opposite side. That could open things up for this deli execute, for the bomb to get planted here at B. Such a tough bomb site to try to retake, but Nade comes up short. Noisy still finds that pick. 5v4.
Good positioning once again from On. They're so patient. They managed to find it. The backup was there. Unravel just for the cover. Wonderful from TLE again. It is quite literally out of the classic search and destroy playbook. And now what's the plan? UMD have waited. They've taken their time. But TLE are positioning themselves well. It's a 4v3 in their favor.
PKM for Dakota slowly moving its way forward. Oh, the jump shot barely even saw him. Saucy's there for the trade. Bomb carrier Dakota needs to make a maneuver happen. In this 2v3, what are your odds of trying to get this bomb planted at B for free?
0. 0 with Mausen finding that. Shisu. He feels like he needs to find a pick, and I would probably agree with him. Did they see him? Mausen is now expecting to push as well. I mean, they are just reading them so simply. Page after page. TLE. 3 to the good now in this search and destroy. It's quite simply been brilliant so far. 3-0.
Like primetime Patrick Mahomes in the opening of the NFL series, man. It's like, come on, do something, UMD. Gotta try to get something rolling here. Stuns, nades, not coming up with anything. And they just completely vacate everything onto the backside of the deli lane. Was he able to just get inside there with an HSO for free? Okay, Saucy picks up the timing back Gmaz. I'll take down Incher. So numbers here favoring for TLE. They're quite content with just giving up that lane and just playing for the retake. I mean, I would be. I'm 3-0 up.
Oh my, I mean, look, they pushed over towards that A side of the map just to invite them into the clutches of Saucy. S2 in the round from him. The back of Ramaz Ali, absolutely no problem. It's been locked down by one player. Dakota Shisu. Just trembling, if anything, at the moment. Trying to figure out which way isn't covered. The answer is that there ain't one. TLE, numbers up 5 versus 3, 3-0 up, as dominant as ever.
Trapped inside a deli. Bomb's gonna try to get planted here. Nobody's watching the exit. 3v4 retake. This is scammable if you play the right corners. They got back hostile positioning. They're gonna try to maybe hit a route through the backside of L, or maybe just try to body stack for the entrance. You know that one player still playing inside of Grandma's. They haven't dealt with Saucy.
And they found the picks. Puertes will find Saucy, makes it a 3 versus 3. Mausen answers back. Puertes taken down. Now they need to find the next one. Shisu's the next one. Shisu finds 2. And Dakota will pick up the pieces. UMD eventually get one back. Shisu goes massive. If he gets taken down, all of a sudden it's a 1 versus 2. For Dakota, yeah, he may well have found the first, but would he have found the second? I'm not 100% sure. Shisu goes big when needed. That is a crucial round.
Immediate change here from Mon. He's not going to allow anybody to get inside of deli for free. He's got a trophy system to keep himself safe. Unravel is also there to watch this back angle. Just can't allow an HSO shotgun to get that control of hostile, and being able to get Puertes up top of the sniper rifle with the known information just to take down Saucy to the backside of Grandma's. Wonderfully executed for Unmythic Dream to finally get themselves up on the board. First 30 seconds has passed here in round number 5. And there's that first blood on the Saucy. Not a full-on raid boss, but that guy has been a first blood machine in the opening first 4 rounds.
That's Puertes getting things going. He's rotated over towards the A side with his teammates. Player in the corner, Estug, could be in a lot of trouble here, or they're just in trouble with him. Estug dipping and diving. He's put one into Puertes as well. He may well look to finish it. Noisy next one on a chopping block. How on earth have they just spun that on its head? Mon finds 2. Estug finds 3. Yeah, you can have you around your pity round. 4-1 TLE.
We were sitting here talking with Brody yesterday in the series versus Unmythic Dream in winners finals. S-Thug back on the R90 shotgun meta days. Get the HSO shotgun meta here on Standoff. Get him inside a cube. It's a nice play, and that guy is hella accurate. Bait play this time around for UMD. They throw all of their nades over towards A, but unbeknownst to them, the setup is inside of Brown. Still finds it, man. First blood machine.
Yeah.
What?
I'm actually going to take himself down, but it doesn't matter. Estug just reads it. The attack comes in, pushes out behind it. Noisy just so unaware. Saucy will find Puertes. This is quite literally an exhibition at this stage. Shisu and Dakota, I mean, how do you find the 2v4? I have no idea how. I mean, the only kill that UMD have managed to find is on Mon, and he killed himself.
Yeah, how do you do that? What are you transpire?
See where he was. I'm not too
Like
sure.
I think he was in the backside of Delhi. Potentially, but S-Thug's able to get all the way to the backside of the gas station at this point. He is so deep inside enemy territory, they would not be aware that they're losing Grandma's positioning here. Saucy is on the backside of the dumpster. Should hear all of the sliding on the inside of it. They just barely misses the quick scope, but still the 2 kills come through lickety split, and they never had any sort of information on that long con play that was about to be S-Thug all the way over inside a gas station. That guy was taking the world tour here on Standoff with the HSO shotgun, but a 5-1 split here for TLE, 2 rounds away from a 3-0 lead.
It's feeling likely. Oh, it's feeling more likely. Mon and Mausen finding stuff through the middle of the map, and now over towards A. One player has found his way over. That's going to be Dakota. Has to play this perfectly. Utility on its way through. The nade will land, but it will not land heavy enough. S-Thug finds Dakota. Noisy did find Unravel through the middle of the map, but there's a pinch going to be set off. You can already see Mausen is on the flag. Yes, okay, they'll lose another, but they need to work quickly. Shisu, he can find something here. Mausen needs to get himself into gear here. He's managed to miss a shot, but not on Noisy. Shisu left in the 1v2.
Is planted, so you got the timing for the checks. Slide's going to reveal he's checking now. The smoke actually completely messes him up, and any sort of timing you might have been looking for. And he tries challing through the smoke in the unknown. Not only was on the other side of the front side of the tank or the other side of the statue, considering in the 1v2, just
The enemy has the bomb.
desperate. Felt like he needed to make a play and forced one. Now TLE are just a single round away.
Noisy. How's he found that? He will get traded, but for 2. Looking like the collateral comes through for Noisy. Incredible work. Puts him in an advantageous position, but if it's that kind of play that you need just to give you a number advantage. And now TLE will back on up here proper. They'll go back to the drawing board, but 6-1 up. You can take your time with that pencil.
Triple sniper, by the way. Unravel, S-Thug, and Mon all have one to play with. They can slow things down to a snail's pace, but somehow got to try to make a move happen. Mon's checking every single wall bang possible before they fully execute out from Bakery. Late nade. That's not going to find much of anything whatsoever, but it's going to give information to Unmythic Dream where the push is going to be coming from. It's all the Bakery side.
As you mentioned, with the 3 snipers that they've got here, if you're going to try and pick a team apart, this is how you want to be equipped. Now, Predator's going to spot one Mon. He'll find the pick. And now he's just spraying through over towards the site as well. I think the real linchpin here is going to be Shisu through the middle of the map. He's going to cause havoc when he does get himself involved. But right now, Indra in a little bit of trouble.
Oh, no.
Stug will find one. This with 3 versus 5. Dakota will fall. And Shisu now on the flag. Still has potential, but those shots will give his position away. It is just perfection from TLE. The search and destroy. Can they close it out here? Or can UMD do the unthinkable? They would need the insane reverse sweep to get this grand final to go their way.
The super duper reverse sweep has to start coming through here for UMD. We'll have to see if they have a Merriam-Webster sized dictionary of reactions and plays on raid control. We've been seeing this for quite some time, this map, but maybe not so much as the mode. We'll have to see the opening attack so far for TLE. Pretty stagnant. I mean, they don't have the immediate information, but the moment that they see the whack-a-mole commence, they start finding the kills, but good trades for UMD.
Pressure starting to come in, Mausen. He's so good with the Type 63. Just so accurate. Mon, he will find something else inside. I mean, Mausen just finding that gunfight up close and personal against Paredes. There's levels at the moment. Saucy and Co doing really well over towards this B side. This should be gone, and I think if I'm UMD, that might give them encouragement to maybe have a little look at it, those couple of kills. But as you can see on the minimap, they're backing down. They're looking over towards A, and that's the right thing to do. B captured pretty much perfectly.
2 minutes on the board. Feels like a search and destroy round if they had 17 lives on one side and a 20. I hope that made Brody laugh. I really tried hard for that one. 19 lives now being dwindled down for TLE, but still, when you have this lead ton, you know as well as I do, you can just play the trade game. There's one player left inside the spawn, and of course it was Shisui. That guy loves himself a good route.
Friendly hunter-killer.
So you have so much ample time to be able to find yourself a favorable kill feed, and then the space being provided. TLE, you're going to start taking routes. I got a player all the way back jungle. Might get a couple players to join them if they can get these kills through pillars.
I mean, they just have so much time to formulate a plan, don't they? 14 versus 12 now. UMD have closed the gap ever so slightly, but Mon's just happy to stay alive. Over towards this side. He's going to be the catalyst for the push when it does eventually come through. Unravel. Finding something over towards Kitchen. Spins. Finds Dakota as well, but Predator's has done extremely well, actually. He's found 3. Now Mon is left all on his own. All because of Predators, they are able to clear house. Now 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. TLE still have a very slight life advantage, but all of a sudden Shisu can put himself in a position, but he's whiffed a couple of bullets. Did they even know he's there? The war machine's out, and they haven't turned around. Shisu's got freebies. Not 1, but 2 potentially onto Mon. That might just seal it, but still an 8 versus 6. 7 versus 6. Shisu's there for the flank, and there's 3.
So, are we playing BO3? This guy got active camo on or something? Like, what are we talking about out here? That's insane. I don't know where they thought the bullets were coming from, but 5v4. Shisui is out of the round entirely. It's 40 seconds left here for TLE. UMD are playing this as passive as possible. Anything is scammable.
Juarez finds one onto Mon. And Ravel's gonna bring it out as well. And oh, has he not brought it out? Cooking in the kitchen is Unravel with the Tempest. 4 versus 2 now. Feels very doable, but TLE still have to make a move. Predes. Oh, this is so dangerous. Unravel would find another, so Predes is left all on his own. Needs to land a shot, but Unravel, he doesn't miss. TLE wanted the good.
Oh, the Tempest was right there. The dot, the crosshair was ever so outside of the sprite for the hurt box. It was so close to being able to get that clutch, and maybe the bolt lightning. Not going to be the case. UMD fought themselves all the way back in towards that round, and now they got to answer back with an offense of their own. Opening breakoff over towards Ring. Opening breakoff denied towards Ring. Noisy's the only one to find a kill, and he's the sniper inside of Red. Dead to rights.
UMD need to pull this one out of the fire immediately. The fire is burning hot though, isn't it, right now? TLE just don't seem to be able to make a misstep. Mon, he's found the flank, and now all of a sudden, potential spawn trap is on the cards. The only thing that may well allow them out is Noisy. He's managed to find something, but Mon, he's just putting an extra couple of bullets in just to make sure with the equalizer gets himself killed. But 24 versus 18. TLE in a very, very nice spot. They'll keep forcing them back. UMD are going to run out of time in 40 seconds.
Don't even worry about the lives at this point. You just got to try to find something. Anything. Gung-Ho, Quades trying to get on the backside of Laundry before they even get a single segment over at B. That's greedy. 11 v 21 now, about to be sub 30 seconds. Noisy's still sniping, and because of so, Esta goes completely unnoticed all the way through Gymnasium. He's looking for spawn kills.
Oh, such a... How has he won the gunfight? How on earth has that happened? Oh no. Estug is stunting on them. They've got them forced back into 19 versus 5. UMD may well be waving the white flag because TLE are running through them. This is quite literally an exhibition. 2 versus 18, 1 versus 18. This one is nearly done. TLE have been nothing but perfect in this grand final. They are 1 round away.
Oh my god. Someone draw up the meme of TLE Esports in there with a little stick into the sand, poking UMD. Come on and do something, little bro. Noisy is going to open things up here with the War Machine. Ceremonious to try to find any tags over towards Zig. There would be players over there, but it gets denied from Trophy Systems. Wonderfully done for TLE to be able to recognize the game state. They have operators on their side of Ring, but that does get shut down. They got no pressure over towards Ring Ton, but player number 5 of Mon found himself timing to get inside of Money, maybe cause a little bit of distress through the middle of the map, and he does so.
Thing is, for TLE, they pretty much waste a couple of operators and it doesn't matter. Still like a scythe through the middle of the map, and all of a sudden the death machine is out from Saucy. Starting to get something done over towards A, working on 2 different fronts, and it just seems as if everything they touch is turning to gold. Cortez and Noisy will deal with everything that was heading their way over towards A, but B. Sutik's about to find its way through. TLE working on something over towards the A side as well as B being captured. And I think if you're UMD, you don't want to even look at this. Just try and tail up over towards A.
Might as well. Try your best. Get wheelbarrow control. Get yourself inside of money because this 6 life lead needs to be answered back here. Indra might be the one to try to do so here with the death machine. Yeah, everything becomes paper mache here as far as the TT is concerned when you got a bolt hose in the 2 of your hands that is replicated in the death machine. Though look at the trades ton. It's constantly coming through. S-Lug's got the claw out on the opposite side. He's all the way inside a jungle looking for spawn kills on this side of the map. He has no idea where they're located at because some kills haven't come through in quite some time. But look at the numbers that it's pulling back. Still has the claw. 3 players trying to deal with him. Dakota's got the claw on the opposite side, trying to find more kills. Now still trailing by 4 lives, but we're just down to 90 seconds. Wonderfully done from UMD.
And that's set out a nice base for UMD, hasn't it? It was Dakota, really, who has been the catalyst for it. And some nice kills through the middle of the map, and now they can set themselves up. And Shisu can start to cause some havoc. Unravel will get taken down. Now 12 versus 10. This was looking not necessarily insurmountable, but it was looking rough. For UMD only moments ago. Now TLE will have to pick their way through. Kills are plenty coming through from UMD, and now all of a sudden, well, momentarily the lives were in their favor, but now 9 versus 9. They're set up well through the middle of the map here. Predator's in a good spot. Predator missile coming in. Dakota may well have sealed around 9v6, 9v5. Well turned around from UMD.
Yep, Predator missile will secure 2. Is that a resource that they might need for the upcoming break-off? We're sitting here talking about, will UMD be able to take a map? They're going to be able to at least take a round here as far as the raid control is concerned. Seeing into the round number 4, last 2 players alive. Now the last would be Mon. He's got 23 eliminations to his name, but a 1v6 would be something a little bit too diffy. And it just simply will not be the case. So no 2 offenses, no mega reverse sweep, not quite yet, but it's all going to start here in the control. Shisui's got a Predator missile, his operator, as well as Puertes. He's got the Tempest online. You'd like to imagine you got to find value with those 2 if you have any hope to convert this offense.
Operators available. UMD need a good start here. They need to be able to bring something to the table. It's a big P push coming in, and TLE have pretty much given this one up. Unravel was able to find Dakota through the middle of the map, but B pressure starting to be worked on. Predator's getting aggressive, but S-Thug, Mausen, starting to find kills. Could do with finding another here. He just walked through a Tempest like it wasn't there. Mausen takes down Predator, and I think if he'd found laundry control, then all of a sudden UMD maybe had something on their hands, but now Unravel here with the Tempest out. Dakota will fall to the van, and Unravel will start to make further members of UMD start to fall as well. 26 to 21. The kills starting to come through from TLE and plenty of map control. Is this the swan song? Is this one nearly done?
Saucy staying alive through mid is certainly helpful. He can set up a timing to get back over towards pillars of his teammate now for S-Thug, who slides out from laundry. Nobody's looking his way. He's able to find himself too. He knows that there's still more players on the zone, and he's absolutely feasting. Last player alive, dead from Unravel, who resurfaces over by rocks. 2 minutes on the board from the B zone being captured, but they trail by 10 lives.
Thankfully for the side of UMD, you were able to get a hold of B. Time has been extended, but the lives are truly not on your side. The pressure's starting to be put in. They're starting to fall, but Noisy Indra, they can answer back. It's not done yet.
Not quite yet, but I feel like it's starting to become a little bit out of reach. Noisy, though, just completely gives his life away. And that's a war machine that's completely going to be thrown by the wayside. Indra's now got the death machine now. He's got to turn this into some sort of value.
Trying to get something going through the middle of the map as well here. Indra will find plenty. Shisu. Equalizer out. 7 versus 14, still very doable. Saucy trying to rain something down, but Indra will deal with him. Saucy wasted his operator. Mausen will find Noisy. And they're now turtling up over towards it. The basketball court spawns do come on through. Mausen will find one, but this is a huge opportunity. 10 versus 4. They still have numbers here. Shisu, Puertes can get something going, but you have to be perfect. Shisu can find another. Air progress will start to come on through. Close spawn's going to come in here, though, for the side of TLE. Can they find any kills here? Right now, it's only UMD. 3 versus 5. They continue to find kills in the 3 versus 4.
Gotta just wipe away the players that are on the... They're so worried about players inside a kitchen. Now 2v3. TLE still trying to hold on.
They may well just try and pick them apart. Next kill is going to be massive. And it's going to be in the favor of Mon. Indra, he will fall, as will Noisy. TLE Get your coats on. We were already seeing you in Poland, but it's a first-class ticket as the champions in North America.